this might not be the Macbeth you expect. Greg Tabor at Woodward Shakespeare Festival has made some big changes to Macbeth. He's cut down the script to focus on a core theme, that the characters are good people who have been infected by evil.
He's taken away characters, he's rearranged parts of some of the monologues and soliloquies, he's added in character in places where you wouldn't expect, but it is Shakespeare, it's public domain, he's not alive, and it really works as a very sparse but moving episodic, almost cinematic aspect, interpretation for the show.
Trumpet tongue gives the deep damnation of his taking off.
Tabor has even removed the well-known double toil and trouble speech, but he's kept the three witches who lead Macbeth and his wife down a path of ambition and murder as he reaches for the Scottish crown.
So I think what I've tried to do is distill it down to one single story, which is the story of this group of people who are preyed upon by this outside force, the witches. And in doing that, there have been a few maybe rearrangements of things here and there that I think emphasize that story and help us tell that particular story better.
Tabor has done stripped-down Shakespeare before for Theater Von Two, his former Fresno theater company. In 2007, he directed This Flattering Glass, based on Richard II. He cut most of the history in the play and stuck with the raw conflict between feuding families.
That story, I thought, resonated with a modern audience, whereas the history did not. I have nothing against that. It just doesn't particularly interest me to do for the most part. I want to tell a story that's going to have an impact on a current audience, again, without having to give them 14 pages of background information on what's going on.
Tabor's wife and collaborator, Lisa, has been watching the Macbeth production progress, and she says it's intense.
I've sat in on a couple of rehearsals, and there are scenes in this play that will break your heart. They are so intense and so powerful. I think that all of the actors have come together, the ensemble, and Kate McKnight and Greg have this fabulous chemistry. And I've just come out so moved, and I think people will too. You grow to care about these relationships and care about these characters, and you really care what happens to them, and at the end it's very draining.
Tabor says he isn't trying to teach anything.
What I want to do is give the audience an experience of these people's lives and what happens to them, an emotional experience, a psychological experience, and let them take from that whatever they will. There is no specific message here. It's step into these people's lives for 2 hours, and the nice thing is you get to leave it and go home and be glad it didn't happen to you.
Macbeth runs through July 12th at Woodward Park, with no performance on July 4th. Admission is free. For the Fresno Bee, this is Donald Munro.